Everyone. Today we're going to go over the Coach Action Plan and what it means to hit Success Club and how you can earn money through commissions. So to start us off, I want you to go ahead and click on the Coach Action Plan that I link to in this post and pull it out, and I want you to print it off and we're going to fill it out. Now at the very top you're going to notice that, and I'm going to pull it up myself so I can make sure I don't miss anything on here. But at the very top, it has you fill out your why. And this is not something to just skip over. I know it's really easy for people to look at this and say, well, my reason for being a coach is because I want to help people. And it's true, we all want to help people, otherwise we wouldn't be here. But I want you to dig deeper than that. When you think of my why, I want you to think of an annoying toddler who is asking you over and over again, well, why? Well, why? Well, why? So that will help you to dig deeper and find those deeper reasons of, okay, well, why do you want to help people? Why does this mean so much to you? Well, why do you care? Well, why is this something that you're not going to give up on in 3-4 months down the road? So keep digging deeper until there's no more answers to the annoying toddler question of, well, why, to every answer that you would give. And I do want you to write it down, and it's something that I want you to remember yourself every single time you sit down to work, that you recognize that there's a purpose to what you're doing, and you identify that to those daily actions that you're taking, where you're like, this means something to me for these reasons, and this is why I'm showing up every single day, okay? Now, your first 30-day goals, I do want you to write in there how much money you want to make, how many people you want to help, and really, I do want you to first just focus on helping that first person. I will tell you, it's going to be the best feeling in the world as you help that first client and you see them start on this journey, and to know that you had that influence on that person for them to get started. So that first person is a great start, but I will tell you, having 2 to 3 people join your first challenge group as you're working with your sponsor is definitely something to aim for, especially because as you have 3 people join you, then you are covering your cost of Shakeology, and I'll kind of circle back around to that as I'm explaining how you earn money with your commissions. But know that 3 clients who are ordering Shakeology on a consistent basis will cover what you are spending on your Shakeology. Now, completing your training, that's what this group is. I definitely want you to reach out to your sponsor after you finish these first 5 videos and let them know where you're at. I touch base with, these coaches I add in myself after those first 5 videos. So, make sure you're tagging your sponsor, make sure you're letting them know how you're coming along in this training. And do make sure you are sticking to your own fitness program, drinking your shake, and being consistent in that way. One of the things I constantly remind myself of is I get to lead myself first to then earn the permission to lead others. And so always keep that in mind, that you are a leader of yourself before you are a leader of anyone else. And so you've got to do the very things that you are asking others to do in changing their lives, all right? Now, these action steps, this is a really cool section of our Coach Action Plan because this is what you're going to do every day. So if you're like, all right, what are my daily activities that I need to focus on to be building this business? This is it right here. This is your Coach Action Plan. This is what you're going to focus on. So every day you're going to be posting on social media. We will talk about this more later on. There's a whole post about social media, so that's coming. But do go ahead and get used to posting every day. Now, I'm not going to say you need to post 2 to 3 times a day. I actually think posting 1 time a day is sufficient. I will tell you right now, Instagram stories is where it's at. I would encourage you to start getting used to that and just start posting. We'll talk about it more later. I do want you to get used to reaching out to people and finding people through social media or through contacts in person and start expanding your network. And I am doing that through Instagram as well and finding people to follow there. Again, more information to come through that, but be that friendly person on social media. That's where I would start right now if I were you. Get used to posting and get used to commenting on other people's posts and engaging with their page. And as far as inviting and following up with people, I'm going to leave all of that for another video. So just know that that is something that you will be doing every single day as your daily activity. But right now, you can set the goals for working out. You can set goals for drinking your shake every day and for doing your personal development. So make sure that that is something you are setting a goal for and starting right now on those things. Now, down at the bottom of this coach action plan is where you're going to be really honest with yourself about your time. And with this, I want you to be proactive and I want you to problem solve and realistically plan out how you're going to do this and how you're going to make it all work, because this is a business. Even if you're like looking at this as a hobby, it is something where you, in a way, are treating it as a business in that it's really smart to have business hours. Because as a hobby, I want you to be like, okay, I'm going to give this 30 minutes a day. Like, plan that out, carve it out, plan for it, and not just be like, okay, well, if I get to it, I get to it. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, even on the things that are hobbies, it is still something to be very intentional about, okay? Now, setting business hours is also very wise because I don't want you working this all of the hours of the day. It's, I know, hard when you love something and you're passionate about it and you're so excited, but I will tell you, it's just one of those things where being very present in the moment in your life, in your relationships, and in your business will help you be so happy and fulfilled in all of those areas. And so please do set business hours. I myself have business hours, and even if I'm about to log off for the day and I see that someone messages me and they're like, I am so excited about that post I saw from you. I really want to do this program with you. If I'm about to log off, I log off and I let that person wait until the next day when I log back on. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is a business and that's okay. All right. So identify when you're going to be working and when you're not. And I would also encourage you to set some time each day. So even if you're like, okay, I can give this business 5 hours a week, I would encourage you to spread that out over a 5-day period or a 6-day period, your 7-day period, whatever, instead of saying, well, I know I'm going to have time on Saturday and I could work 5 hours on Saturday. I can't do anything Monday through Friday. And I say that because as a coach, you're going to be running these challenge groups, right? We talked about that the other day. And it's important that you're showing up each day in that way. It's important that you're also showing up on social media. And so find a way that you can make this work each day and not lump it all at the end of the week or lump it all on a Monday, you know? Now, also with this, I want you to problem solve in thinking of what might go wrong and how you are going to handle that scenario. So when I started this, my kids were really, really young, and my youngest was 9 months old, you know, still taking naps, kind of sometimes waking up in the middle of the night. And my oldest was in kindergarten, but only for a couple hours a day. It was only a half-day kindergarten. So I had to be very strategic and plan for, what if my kids wake up during the night? What am I going to do? What am I going to do if my daughter doesn't take a nap? And so I would talk with my husband, kind of let him know, these are my goals, this is why it's important to me. And, you know, if this is the scenario, are you willing to make dinner so maybe I can get a little bit of work done, make sure I'm at least checking into my challenge groups. Another way that I really planned ahead was I would I would write out my post for social media that I wanted to use the next day, the day before. And I did that at night when the kids would go to sleep and I would have a chance to make coherent sentences. I would write it all down and I would say, okay, this is what I will share tomorrow, the next day. Because I just felt at that stage I had a really hard time thinking of anything to post during the day while I was in the thick of it with my kids. So that's one of the ways where I planned ahead. And for you, just kind of think of the same, where maybe you get to be really intentional with your mornings. If you're going to have a busy day at work, just find out what can come in the way and how you're going to problem solve around that. Now, the next part I kind of want to talk about here, make sure I'm not missing anything on this coach action plan, but is with earning money. So I will link a document as well in this post that will show you all of the different products that we offer and the price, and then the commissions that are attached to it. I will tell you that the challenge packs, and if you're not familiar with that term yet, that challenge pack is a bundle where they're getting a fitness program and then also Shakeology, or a fitness program and the performance line, or maybe daily sunshine. And so with that, they're bundling products together and your commission rate is going to be increased for helping someone get that total package with the fitness and the nutrition. And so with challenge packs, you get per se for the $160 all access challenge pack, you get a commission of $50. Now for products that are standalone and they just get, let's say, P90X DVDs, or maybe they get the beach bars, you get a 25% commission rate on those products, okay? Now, the other aspect of this is the Beachbody On Demand fee. That is $99 a year for coaches, for customers, and you are getting a 40% commission on that. Same thing if they do the 3-month period or the 6-month period, you're getting 40% commission on that. The best value, of course, is the $99 a year, but they can pay a little bit more and break it up every 3 months. So that's all listed on there. I would go ahead and just save that document to your computer. You can find it in coachfaq.com. Just be like, what's the price list? Use that tool. You can also find that document in your Coach Online Office under the support tab, and then go to my forms and documents and they have it in there as well. Now the last thing I wanted to go over is Success Club. So if you're hearing how you make money and you're thinking, all right, I'm just making 25% commission on this, so Shakeology is $129.95, that means I make $32 off of that order. And so that's where you can make that cost that you have for Shakeology back by having 3 customers. But you're probably calculating that out in your mind and thinking, how am I going to pay off my student loans or ease the burden that my spouse is carrying, or how am I going to pay for that dream vacation that I want by earning 25% commission here and there, right? I will tell you that things add up and it builds upon itself. I will also tell you that your income grows as you're building a team, and we will go over that as well later on. But I will tell you that if you are setting a monthly benchmark goal, then it's going to grow and it will come with time. So that's what Success Club is. That is your monthly benchmark goal that I would set so that you can know you're building your business. Now, Success Club came because Beachbody studied coaches that were growing their income and growing their businesses and not staying at a plateau. And they noticed that these coaches had some similarities. And the similarities that they had is if they were bringing on at least 3 people a month, their business was growing at this increasing rate. And then they also noticed that if people were bringing on at least 5 people every month, their income was growing even more. And so that's where they said, if you want success, this is the club that you want to be in. These are the activities you want to do And this is that baseline activity that you want to aim for every month. And that's where we came out with Success Club. Now, I will tell you that when you have a challenge pack that you sell to a new coach or a new customer, you get 2 Success Club points. Now, if they come back to you 3 months later and want to order another challenge pack, you're not going to get 2 more points, but it is every 6 months that you kind of start over in that way, meaning that if someone comes back to you maybe 2 years later, maybe they fell off track or they got pregnant, decided they didn't want to work out anymore, whatever, and then they came back around 2 years later, you do get Success Club points. Every 6 months you can earn 2 points again for that same person. And when it comes to Shakeology Home Direct or the Beach Bars in a 3-pack, they have to get 3-pack so that there's 90 PV on Home Direct, or let's say the Performance line, or any of those products, the nutritional products that they order on Home Direct, that can also earn Success Club points. All of that again can be found in the Coach FAQ if you forget any of this. But 90 volume points on Home Direct is 2 Success Club points. So Shakeology on Home Direct, Daily Sunshine, the Beach Bars, the Performance line, any of those things. Now, another thing I just want you to know about that I don't think a lot of coaches are aware of is a $100 bonus that you can get by signing up 5 coaches in a rolling 5 weeks, if you sign them all up with a challenge pack. So for me as a new coach, that was a monthly goal that I was like, you're putting $100 on the table. I want that. I want to earn that because it's money that is available. Why would I not go for it? Now, you can also earn that $100 if you have 5 coaches who join you who all sign up for Shakeology Home Direct. The only thing is you can't combine that, in that you can't have 3 coaches who sign up with challenge packs and then 2 Shakeology Home Direct orders. It has to be 5 of challenge pack orders or 5 Shakeology Home Direct orders for new coaches in a rolling 5-week period. So it's another way that you can make money as a new coach. So set your goals. That's how you can identify, I need to pay this bill. I want to be able to take my family out to dinner, go to the movies, whatever. This is how you're going to make that money and grow your business. So thank you for being here. Please fill out that coach action plan and take a picture of it. Post it in the comments below and tag your sponsor. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.